Hey guys, it's Thomas and Sonia Gopinski from Motionbuzz.com, and today we're talking about control versus responsibility and how that relates to your business software, specifically your web-based business software.
We all think about how our websites look for the user so that it's easy to use, that it looks nice on the eyes, but we also need to think about the behind the scenes, such as the CMS, which is
A content management system,
your CRM,
customer relationship management.
and the e-commerce section.
Right. Those are three classes of software that we're going to talk about today. And we're also going to talk about how those three types of software are offered, including building something from scratch, a custom app, open source, and
Software, SaaS.
software as a service, SaaS.
Yes, that's me. So,
The first one we're talking about is open source, and we're going to talk about open source CMS.
well, explain to me first what open source is.
Okay. First, open source is software that you're able to download and actually have access to the software code. You can manipulate it and change it up and customize it, and then use it however you have. A lot of times, however you want, and it's very popular.
Now, examples of
Right.
a CMS, an open source CMS,
The
is
the three most popular CMSs and the ones that we use the most are Drupal, which is great for communities and more complicated websites. Joomla, which we usually use for some business sites. It's very easy to use. And WordPress, which uh, started out as a blogging platform, but now a lot of people are using it for websites.
now is open source always free?
No, that's a misperception. A lot of people think that all open source software is free. Um, a lot of open source software is actually commercial products. One example is the popular Expression Engine content management system. It is a commercial product. A license is about $300, but when you purchase that, you're able to access the source code, so it is open source. And that's perfect for designers and developers because they can customize it and make it look really, really, really pretty.
What would an example be for a CRM, an open source
Okay, let's
CRM?
move on to CRM. Now remember, we're talking to you, the business owners, and we're trying to cover the software that's important to your business. Now, something your clients may never see, but is very important to you, is your CRM. CRM is, remember, it's a customer relationship management software, and it allows you to manage your accounts, your clients, your projects,
Your leads.
leads.
Some do invoicing,
Right. Some do
and
invoicing.
some allow your clients access.
Right. Some allow some like a client portal. One open source CRM that we like is Sugar CRM.
And the other one is
The
called
other
Blue
one is
Tiger.
Yeah. The other one is called vTiger. There's a lot of differences, but the biggest I guess the biggest differentiation between the two is that Sugar CRM, they offer different
Tiers.
different packages. So yeah, I just want to show this real quick. The different editions, you're going to have your community free edition, professional edition, or enterprise edition. Whereas vTiger, they just offer one edition. It includes all the features in that one edition.
Now, an open source e-commerce solution.
Yeah, let's move on to e-commerce. One that we really like and we've been using is called Magento. And Magento, it came on the scene at a time when there are a lot of different open source shopping carts out there. And we have been building shopping carts since we started 10 years ago. And I was just so impressed with Magento. So Magento it gives you all the features that you would expect from a professional shopping cart, but it's free.
Now, another solution is the software as a service.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, before we move on to SaaS, I just want to mention that all of these open source solutions all of this open source software has to be hosted somewhere, and you're responsible for the hosting. And that's something that we help you with, obviously. We highly recommend Liquid Web. It's our hosting company, and we've been very, very happy with them.
And they have lots of different levels.
Different levels, something for everyone, different pricing levels. Very good, but it is a requirement. If you're using open source software, you're going to need to host it somewhere.
And software as a service.
Right.
What would be an example of a CMS?
A CMS. All right. Let's go to this screen here. WebVanta is a platform that there's a company that offers a website platform. They really target designers and agencies to use WebVanta as their platform to build websites for clients.
Now, what about the Business Catalyst?
Yeah, that's another one. Business Catalyst by Adobe. They offer a CMS solution as well. And again, the biggest difference between open source and software as a service is that software as a service includes not just the software, but you're paying them a monthly fee for hosting, and it usually includes some level of support as well. Let's talk about the software as a service, or CRM. One that we like, it's relatively simple. It doesn't include a lot of the features that you might expect from a CRM. It's really like a contact manager, but it's called Highrise. Very easy to use. Another one is called Salesforce, which they've been around for quite a while and are a leader in the CRM industry. And they offer different categories, or I should say different plans, and it's a monthly plan. And they really, if you're an enterprise, a larger business, Salesforce may be the best for you.
So what would be a good example of an e-commerce software solution, software as a service solution?
Sure. We've been talking about this more and more. A lot of our clients, they want to get into e-commerce, and they just want to do, we've been going through a recession, so they don't want to spend a bunch of money up front. So this company, Core Commerce, they have some really good features for low monthly fee. So starting at $20 a month, you get a bunch of features. Everything you would need, just about everything you would need to start an online business.
Well, let's talk about the new class emerging.
Right.
Merging between open source, basically it's called open source SaaS.
Right, open source SaaS, or it's software that was originally developed as open source software, but now the company behind the project, I'll use Magento as an example. Magento developed or helped develop the e-commerce platform, and there was a lot of people in the community who contributed to modules and different features. But now Magento is offering Magento as a hosted service. So you pay them starting at $15 a month, and you can have up to 100 products. You have some storage and bandwidth limitations, but it's very, very cost effective. If you're just getting into the business and you need an online store, I'm here to tell you, Magento is really, really strong. So is Core Commerce. They both offer a lot of features, and you have some really good options for low cost.
What about Drupal Gardens?
Drupal Gardens. I am so impressed with Drupal Gardens. We've been using Drupal. Remember, Drupal is an open source content management system, but one of the biggest things, I won't say it was difficult, but it was one area that you really had to pay attention to, was the hosting. Your server had to be configured properly, and whenever you had to do upgrades, if you didn't know what you're doing, you could get lost. So this is great. What they're offering is the Drupal platform with a lot of the features you would need for a low monthly cost. They even have a free version, so you can try it out for free. I've actually built a few sites with Drupal. One of the coolest things, and I think it's such a great option, is you can actually export your site from Drupal Gardens and move it to your own server. So maybe that's a trend that's going to happen, is people can start with one of these hosted solutions, and then as they grow as a business, they can move it over to either enterprise level, which, for example, Sugar CRM offers that, or you can host it yourself. So you have a lot of options.
So explain how control versus responsibility relates to all this.
Yeah, let's just go back to the whole premise of this discussion: control versus responsibility. Okay. With software, there's a lot of moving parts. You know, there are a lot of things going on, and in order to make things work properly, you have to you have a lot of responsibility. Now, with open source, you have ultimate control. You have the source codes. You can change it up and manipulate things and add modules and make it look differently, and you can do anything under the sun. But you have the ultimate responsibility of making sure that software works properly. If something breaks, you have to fix it. The difference is with software as a service, you're giving up some of the control. You can't just go and access the source code and tweak it, and then you may not be able to do that. Some of them offer some control, but you're giving up some of the control, but you're also relieved of some of the responsibility.
So basically, with great power comes great responsibility.
As the great Stan Lee said in Spider-Man. Yes, very true. And did we go over this slide?
No.
Let's just look at this slide here. This is the old saying, everyone wants something fast, good, and cheap. Pick two. I would say that with some of these new, especially the open source software as a service like Drupal, Gardens, and Magento Go, I think you're able to get all three. You're able to get something quickly, meaning you can sign up for it and within a few minutes really have a site. I mean, it's not going to have the content and look the way you want it, but
it's a good building block.
Yeah, you can start quickly. There's no waiting months and months. At least for the platform. Again, we're in the design business and the marketing business, and that's what you want to spend your budget on. You want to make it look really, really good, and you want to market it well. You don't want to spend all your money on developing something that's already out there for dirt cheap.
It's like reinventing the wheel, basically.
Yeah, it is. And they're all, when you look at, is it good? Drupal is one of the best content management systems out there, by far. Magento, very, very powerful. Sugar CRM and vTiger, again, very, very powerful. So they are good. And are they cheap? Yeah, they're free. The software is free, but you have to look at, you just remember that they do require hosting, and they do require an expert.
Now, we know this sounds pretty complicated because there's a lot to choose from, but we are here for you to help you make the best decision for your business.
Exactly.
So, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter.
At Motionbuzz on Twitter and Facebook.com/Motionbuzz.
Send us an email. Give us a call.
We want to help. We are objective. No one is paying us to drop their name or.
No.
You know, these are things that we actually use in our business. We've been in business 10 years, and we've gone through so many options, and we're trying to find the best options for you guys.
So thank you guys for watching, and take care, and drop us a line.
We look forward to hearing from you.